Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket, and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Slot man in motion right. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And
Still
now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot!
Running it after the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devin White makes the play. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the back.
His first throw is an interception. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens take possession of the football. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did the homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Lamar out of the pistol. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
He finds Aguilar. Rolling into enemy territory. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And
Still first
now
down.
we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Hold on, ready? Sit up! Sit up!
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Lamar throwing again. Finding Flowers. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
That's taken in by Henry. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. They give right side to Henry. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Henry on second. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. To return, here's Paris Campbell. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
No touch.
Blitz coming here. Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Able to get it to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So before they can set up for another... Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles, they're going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets 2 there, and it sets up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Great.
They'll try again with Barkley. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Great, set. No
He'll
touch.
try to do it himself. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
No touch, set. No touch, set. No touch.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Working quickly here.
More.
Now it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, middle.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Ravens, who have first and 10. This time he's looking to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this kind of production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
First down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did.
He's got it at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 37 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
From the 17. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Man in motion out of the slot. That's complete. He got the feet down, but it goes out right at the line of scrimmage.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. They've got first down from the 31.
Tiger swamp, tiger swamp. Great, set. Hey. Delta.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Completed here to Uzama. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Look in the sideline. That's Goddard. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. It's a pickup of... Now we have a stoppage. No challenges.
The previous play is under review.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. First down, a run with Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Great.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, 73. No touch.
Pressure coming, it's Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again! That is Eddie Jackson! And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner,
Automatic
but not
first
by
down.
the official score. The interference call takes that away. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
No touch.
From the red zone now. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No touch.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
13. Middle.
Back to throw it. He's going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we've reached the halftime break. Going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First down throwing for Hurts. Barkley's got it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary?
Great.
That's it.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again! Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Play action now with Jackson. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yo.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He has the first over the middle. He's got it in the red zone. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Report.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup. The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball. It sure makes it.
And they pick him off again! And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing